Okay. All right then. I am unsure why that's doing that. So I apologize, those of you guys here on YouTube. That might be one of the weirdest things that's ever happened. I turned YouTube on and it immediately turned everything sideways. It is what it is. So first, let's talk about the black moon, which is tomorrow. The black moon is a new moon. It is the third moon in a 4-moon season. It's only when there are 4 moons in a season. That happens about every 29 to 30 months. So it's kind of rare, but not super rare. The black moon itself is all about manifestation, about clearing your path, aligning you with your path, and personal power. So whatever it is you want to set out in the new moon, you want to make sure that it has to do with those things, or that you're going to use it for those things. So here's the thing that I am going to make sure I set out, because this is the thing I've been setting out either in manifestation portals, full moons, etc., is my perfume, the oils I wear on a daily basis. Think about that. This is the thing that you wear every day. Your perfume, your cologne, your oil. Set that out. It'll gather up all of that energy. Just saying. Set out a case of water. Set out wine. Set out crystals. Set out incense. Set out any of that stuff. You can literally set out anything in the moonlight, guys. In portals. You can set up all of that. Okay? Every single phase of the moon is for something different. I know that there's some misconception on TikTok about only being able to set things out in the new moon or in the full moon or whatever, and that is absolutely not the case. Every single moon phase is for something different. That's Witchery Practitioner 101. I'm glad that you're back too, Miss Amanda. Witchery 101. If you guys don't have a mentor, if you need to find somebody that you trust, and if you trust me, I teach classes every single Saturday at 11 a.m. Central. You can sign up for just one class if you'd like, or you can sign up for a membership and come every single Saturday. I did see that someone was asking about subscriber-only classes, and I haven't done one in a week, so I'll schedule one for tomorrow. How about that? I got some things and some stuff. Or not tomorrow, Saturday. I keep thinking tomorrow, Saturday. My sorry. All right, so let's get down to these channeled reads, okay? So my first one, I'm just going to say your first name, okay? I'm just going to say your first name. And then on YouTube, if you guys go back to watch things on YouTube, all you have to do is look for your first name. We'll put it in a list and tell you what time. So would one of my mods that's watching, Tiffany or Leanne or somebody, write down what time I'm starting each one of these people's reads? I would really appreciate it. So, Ankita, you are first, honey. Every platform has a step. That's what makes it a platform. You have to step up or you have to step down. Sometimes you have to step down before you can get to the other side and step back up. But you can't stay on that platform. You have to move. Standing still, being stagnant, eventually the universe is going to remove that platform from under your feet. and you're going to be forced to move or fall. But falling is still movement. Don't be afraid to step onto a different platform, even if you feel like it's lower than the one you're on. Falling is movement. I want you guys to remember that. Falling is movement. Sometimes you have to fall. Sometimes you have to get to the bottom of the platform before you see the way to go back up. The fun thing about this isn't so much part of the read as just a little tack on to it. The fun thing about getting to the very bottom of the platform, getting to the very bottom step, is that you see all of the things that got you to the bottom. And you see a million different first steps up. Think about that. When you're on that bottom step, you can see a million steps going up. All you got to do is take one. You don't even have to pick the right one. You just have to move. Because if you pick one that is not quite the path you're supposed to be on, the universe will shift you over. The universe will always shift you over. But I want you guys to all keep that in mind. Falling is movement. Sometimes when you're falling, you just got to go limp and free fall. Just saying. All right, Miss Julia. Sometimes the golden bear is more tarnished than it lets on to be. It may look like this amazing, humongous, gold, fluffy bear from afar. And the closer you get to it, the more tarnished you see that it is. And not just in the cracks and not just in the crevices, right up on its face. Not everything is what it appears. I'm not saying the golden bear is too good to be true, Julia. What I'm saying is it's not what it seems. So, before you decide to hug that golden bear, you need to walk all the way around it and look at all the places that it's tarnished. You're going to have a new appreciation for that bear when you do. Okay? Apparently the bear is important, Julia. Y'all get to hear me yawn a lot, see me yawn a lot. Because I keep seeing it. It's like a bear just sitting up with its feet straight out. And its fur is pretty long. And it's gold on the tips and black underneath. So I don't know what that means to you, but it's obviously important. So if you guys are new to watching me do channeled reads, listening to me do channeled reads, sometimes channeled reads come with homework. Okay? You may have to go and look up what a bear means, what the color gold means. But a lot of times with channeled reads, things pop up that make no sense to me. I just say what I say, but they make perfect sense to you. If you ever have a reading that I give you, whether it's here on TikTok, whether it's privately, whatever, and yes, you can book private reads with me now. Please, please send me a message. Let me know, hey, I know you didn't know this, but blah, 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 blah. I would love to read those messages, okay? All right, Miss Joy. Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow. Sometimes being green is a choice. Sometimes being yellow is a choice. Green and yellow go hand in hand. They're next to each other on the color wheel. They're happiness and healing. They're analytical and a little overbearing. They go hand in hand. And sometimes you just have to put the green and the yellow flag over your face and fake it till you make it. But it's interesting that I saw bands of green and yellow together as soon as I kind of focused on your energy. Because your yellow seems to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I know that when we're down and when we feel like shit, it's easy to get too focused on our own healing. So sometimes you have to pull the yellow out and make the yellow go to the forefront. Put the green on the back burner. Let the green be behind for just a little bit. Okay? Woo! So, for those of you guys that are not subscribed to my website or my link tree, please make sure that you do so. People that are subscribed to the website get dibs on tickets. People that are subscribed to my link tree get second dibs on tickets. And if you're not subscribed to my website, then you didn't get the email today with the good coupons. So you want to make sure you get the emails with the coupons, right? All right, Miss Kim Harrell, you ready? Thank you, love. This is going to sound funny and weird when I say it. And funny is not in like, ha 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 ha, just odd. Sometimes the black hole that we're in doesn't go down, it goes sideways. And that's just fine. It's much easier to crawl sideways than it is to fall down the black hole sometimes. But just know you don't have to crawl all the way through the black hole sideways. Sometimes you only have to go a little bit to realize, I don't need to go any further. And you can back up the way you came. Sometimes that black hole is going to narrow to the point you can't go any further. But it's worth checking the black hole out. No one really knows what's in a black hole till you try it, till you go in there, till you see. Don't hesitate to do things differently, Kim. Okay? The same is only producing the same results. I have a feeling that your gut, your intuition, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, has been pulling at you to do something a little differently. Do that. Do that. Quit doing the same things that you've been doing. I promise you'll see a difference. Okay? That makes sense? I'm glad you popped up there, Kim. So I saw someone mention that I will be at Texas Frightmare. And I'm going to do something a little different at Texas Frightmare. Normally, I take all kinds of candles and herbs and witchy things and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not going to do that this time. Instead, I'm going to take a whole bunch of sigils. I'm going to take a bunch of art pieces. I'm going to take a bunch of, well, spiritual art pieces. I'm going to take old school Bodhi. I'm going to take old school Bodhi. I'm going to take some pieces with me that no one has seen. I'm going to take some pieces with me that have my old artist's name on them. Not my name. Not Bodhi. I'm going to take all kinds of things like that with me. The other thing I'm going to be doing is I'll be going live from my booth where you guys can order. Oh, y'all, I got the coolest paper coming in where y'all can order sigils from Texas. And I will send them to you. So, yeah. All right. Miss Kathy, are you ready? Kathy, you've let your heart get too tiny lately. You've been folding it up and letting it get tinier and tinier and tucking it in a pocket and not taking it out. Everybody does this sometimes. We have to compartmentalize. We have to steel ourselves against the universe, against things that are going on. But you still have to take your heart back out and make sure that it's okay. You have to take it back out. You have to unfold it. You have to let it breathe. You have to let it grow again. Because if you keep it in this little teeny tiny shell in your pocket for too long, it's going to stay there. It's going to stay little bitty tiny. It won't get bigger. So Kathy, make sure that you're taking that heart out of that pocket and unfolding it and letting it breathe. Okay? All right, Miss Zoe, you ready? Oh, I messed up my list. Okay, there we go. It was almost really bad. Thank you, love. You know those old movies where you see people in the back of a car and they're on a road trip and the wind's blowing and they've got their hand out the window and they're surfing with the air? You need that feeling again, Zoe, honey. You've lost that free feeling lately. You've lost that feeling of just surfing the wind outside the car. You've lost that feeling of not a care in the world. You've lost that feeling of that summertime trip without a care in the world. So, Miss Zoe, you need to take a step back. You need to take a step back from the adult things. And you need to find a way to enjoy that beautiful, fun trip in the sunshine. Be that kid again. Let your inner child go and just surf your hand in the breeze outside the car. Let all the other people going by think you're weird. They're going to be a little jealous anyway. Miss Zoe, you need to let your inner kiddo just breathe. Just play. Just enjoy. Okay? All right, Miss Carrie, you are next. Carrie, as soon as I kind of tapped in, I knew that was coming. I saw this big fluffy cloud, pink of all things. And it's like at first it was a cloud in the sky, and then suddenly it became a cloud like in a cartoon, and then suddenly it was just a cardboard cutout of a cloud with a light behind it. Sweetie, everybody can see how drained you're getting. Everybody can see all the deflation that's happening behind the cloud. Everybody can see that it's no longer this big, beautiful, real cloud that was up there. It's just a cutout. Everybody can see that it's just you going through the actions right now. I think that you feel that already. But what's interesting is the light behind that cardboard cutout is so bright, it's almost blinding. But you refuse to just kick the cardboard cutout and let it fall. There's something with that pink cloud that you're still holding on to. That light will still be back there, but if you don't kick that cardboard cutout and let the cloud fall, the light eventually will start to dim. Once it starts to dim, it will dim faster and faster and faster. So, that old part of you that was that pink fluffy cloud, you need to kick it to the curb, honey. Let the new part of you come to the forefront. Okay? Man, I'm going to do all the yawning tonight. All right. Miss Tiffany M. Are you ready, Tiffany? Sweetie, I know that you feel like just a little pocket knife, but you're a machete. You're a machete. You are not some little fold up in the pocket, teeny tiny case pocket knife that somebody just used to whittle with every now and then. You are a machete. And not just any old machete. Not a Walmart machete. You're a full-on, some massive, badass, cut the jungle down type of machete. Quit letting people make you feel like you're a teeny tiny case pocket knife that never comes out of the pocket. You have more power in your thumb than most of these people around you have in their whole body, honey. Just saying. Go be the machete. Cut their strings. Not only cut their strings, but you know, if you slip and cut some other shit, cut some other shit. I'm just saying, some people need to fuck around and find out. All right, Miss Tiffany? I'm just saying what I'm saying. Just saying what I'm saying. Some people are other people's karma incarnate. Thank you, Miss Christine. All right. You're welcome, honey. Kelley A. You ready? So the first thing that I saw when I tapped into your energy was all these triangles like this in a row in front of this white building. I don't know if this is the painting on the building, if this is trees, but you're not in the right place. You are not in the right place. The problem is sometimes you have to be in the wrong place so the universe can open the door at the right place. I know that you know you're stuck in the wrong place. I know that you know you're in the wrong place. And once again, I see the white building with the triangles in front. And for some reason, I feel like the triangles are red. So like I said, I don't know if this is paint or playground equipment. I don't know what this is, but it's a white building with red triangles. That's the right place. But here's the thing. It's not the right place forever, but it is the right place for what Kelley needs right now. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. But I have a feeling that this white building with the red triangles in front is gonna show up when you aren't looking, when you least expect it. And I hope you remember me saying the building with the red triangles. Enjoy being in the wrong place. Aw. I love you too, Moonshine Honey. Enjoy being in the wrong place, Kelley. I know most people would be like, you need to get out of that. No, enjoy being in the wrong place for a little bit. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, thank you. I'm glad my voice is relaxing and calming. I'm going to relax myself right into going to sleep. Funny and not funny. All right. Sarah K, you ready? I thought I was going to do a big yawn, but I didn't do a big yawn. Hmm. The crescent moon apparently is pretty important. But what's funny is it's not just important for the next crescent moon coming up. It's important as a sign of where to go, when to go. So all those, I don't know if you've just been asking for signs lately or what's going on, but I see the crescent moon in multiple things. So, for example, on a sticker, like a black sticker with a little white crescent moon, up in the sky, on a truck, on a door, on a shirt. So I don't know if you've been asking for signs, but that's your sign. That's what you're to watch for, is that little crescent. And it's not always going to look like a moon, but it's going to be obvious to you what it is. It's going to be obvious to you what it is. The crescent is exactly what you've been looking for and what you've been asking for. And I don't know if it's already been... There it is. If it's already been showing up and you just haven't realized it. Or if you're just so stressed that maybe it's going right by you. But there you go. Watch for the crescents. Watch for the crescents. And I don't know who the lady is sending you the crescents, but she's doing her best to make sure that you see them. So, I hope that made sense. All right, Sadie, you ready? I love doing these, but they make me yawn like crazy. Hey, Gimpy Poo, how are you, sugar? I love you right back. Y'all go follow my friend Gimpy there. All right, Sadie, love. You're just kind of turning every which way, trying to figure out what way to go. But you're turning so much so fast that you can't see the paths as they pop up. As soon as, it's almost like it's impatient, but not. It's a spiritual impatience. You're so funny, Sass. What's even funnier is I don't feel like I need to tell you to stop. Even though you have this spiritual impatience that keeps moving you this way, this way, this way, this way, you just keep turning around. And it's like the path kind of tries to follow you and get around there. It's actually keeping you on the right path. Does that make sense? It's almost like when you have something chasing you and you don't want it to catch you, you have to keep one step ahead of it, right? So keep being spiritually impatient. Keep turning. You don't need that old path to catch you. You don't need that path that's not for you to catch you. You need to just keep turning, keep moving, and keep being spiritually impatient. That is your path right now. This old path that's chasing you, it won't be too long before it gets tired and falls away. But for right now, Miss Sadie, enjoy being spiritually impatient. Enjoy falling down a different rabbit hole every 5 minutes. Enjoy bouncing from one topic to another. Enjoy not having any fucking clue what's going on. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Okay? Enjoy the free fall. Sometimes that's better than anything. The things you learn with spiritual impatience end up teaching you more than you realize. Does that make sense? You're welcome, sweetheart. All right, Miss Christine Carver, you ready? Y'all are so sweet. This is kind of relevant, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm going to have to find a different reference. Did you ever see the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie? We can still be friends if you didn't. All right. You know the part where she's in the dump and the little gremlin monster, whatever, keeps piling stuff on her back. And she finally has that moment where she sits down at the mirror and she's about to put the lipstick on. You're at that moment. You're at that moment. You're starting to see all of the things that you have allowed the little gremlins to pack on the back, on your back. Even though they're little teeny tiny things, they've added up. You're at that moment. You're sitting there about to put the lipstick on, noticing all the stuff that's piled up back here. But for some reason, this moment is in a holding pattern, Christine. With it being in a holding pattern, it's almost like you're froze right here with the lipstick, not quite have the lipstick on. I don't feel like I need to tell you to shrug everything off of your back when you start to see it. I have a feeling that you're going to know exactly what has to be removed and what needs to stay there. But I will say this. With the things that need to be removed, they're going to seem like the biggest pieces that are on your back. But when you remove them and you let them fall to the floor, they're marbles. Just kick them out of the way. Okay? Just kick them out of the way. You're so much taller than you give yourself credit for. You are so much taller than you give yourself credit for. That makes sense, my friend? Thank you guys for everybody still joining my team. I appreciate it so much. Yes, I have like 9 drinks. Well, actually, I only have 3. The other day I looked around and I had 6. Y'all remember that movie Signs with the girl with the water everywhere? That's me. That's me. Except all mine has lids because I will spill it. Aw. D-boy, you're welcome, sweetheart. Just stay and hang out with us for a little bit, okay? Don't stress about anything else in the world right now. Just stay and hang out with us, okay? That's all. That's all you got to do. All right? I don't know if you're still here, but I hope you just stay and hang out. Hey, Block Mama, how are you, sweet pea? Long time no see. All kinds of awesome people that I haven't seen in forever popping in. Good. I'm glad you'll just stay and hang out for a little bit. I promise I'll try not to cuss too much. Okay? Y'all, no matter what's going on in your life, if you see me on, just come hang out. Just sit and breathe. Just enjoy. Don't worry about anything else in the world. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about your finances. Don't worry about your house, your love life, lack of love life, family. None of that. None of it. It's all out there. We're in here hanging out. Okay? I got you. I promise. All right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that your mom passed, love. Miss Michelle, you ready? Oh, I'm so glad, Otter. All right. Michelle H. Miss Michelle, as soon as I started to focus on your energy, I got super, super nauseated. So first, here's what I'm going to say. Whatever the heck, and I don't normally do health things, okay? But the fact that that hit me right off the bat was really weird. So, oh, thank you, Air. I'm human just like everybody else. I have my bad days, trust me. Miss Michelle, I don't normally do anything health reading wise, but the fact that that smacked me so hard when I focused on your energy, whatever it is you have going on, don't ignore that. Okay? Don't ignore that. I don't think it's anything serious, but don't ignore it. Okay? So don't take what I'm saying and freak out. I'm just saying don't ignore it. Sometimes we have little bitty things that go on and we don't think much about them. We just are like, it's just whatever. It's just blah, 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 blah. When actually it's, you know, a sign of something else. So see, now I'm curious and I don't think you're on here, but I don't know. I feel like you have something up with being anemic. You just need to take care of it. That's all. Just go get it checked out. Just go get it checked out, all right? Humor me. So, the other part of this is this. When I switched from that to this, it's like I saw these two lines. I thought it was a road because it was dark in the middle. But these two white lines just go out like that. Don't make something into a path that's not a path. These two white lines have showed up to point you in a direction, but they're not making a road. They're not making a path. They're not coming together exactly how they're supposed to come together. Don't let them make a path where there's no path. Okay? Does that make sense, Miss Michelle? When you try to force a path together, it is always going to fall apart. It is always going to fall apart. All right, Miss Jessica C., you ready? appreciate you guys sending all the love to everybody here. That's one of the things I love about all of the people that come and hang out in my life. Thank you for subscribing, lovely moon, honey. I love seeing you guys encourage each other. I love seeing you guys love each other. I love seeing you guys send all the good vibes to each other. That makes me really happy. That makes me really happy. Whether it's just good energy, prayers, vibes, juju, whatever it is. I love it. And I think it's fantastic. So, Miss Jessica, you ready? Jessica, everybody around you is painting this ocean. And they're painting this ocean like it's storming. Like the ocean is just this blacky blue gray color, and it's just terrible looking and murky and deep. And you know that there's leviathans down there, but so you don't even want to look over there. And they just keep painting it all around you. It's like you can't go anywhere without that painting of that ocean being around you and keeping you in place. Honey, you hold the paintbrush. You hold the paintbrush. All you have to do is just flick the paintbrush and make that water beautiful and turquoise again. Whoever these 5 are that are around you, they're literally forming a barrier to keep you in that crap, in that dark, deep, nasty, murky water. You're so afraid there's this huge monster underneath you. When you literally hold the paintbrush to make everything beautiful and light and turquoise again. So, honey, all you got to do is flick the paintbrush. Sometimes the people that are the closest to us are the ones that keep us down the hardest. They're jealous of our abilities. They're jealous of our gifts. They're jealous of whatever the fuck it is they're jealous of. And they realize that by keeping you in a very, very low down position, they win. They're controlling you. They're controlling your movement. But you hold the key to getting out of that. Don't let them continue to paint you in that nasty, murky water. Okay, Miss Jessica? You literally hold the paintbrush, sugar. Okay? All right. Miss Amanda T. You ready? Am I already getting down by the end of... Holy crap, I am getting down the end of my list. What? Going way faster than I thought I was going. All right. Miss Amanda T. Yours is similar but different. Same, but different. Honey, every one of those flowers around you needs to be sniffed. Every one of those flowers around you. You need to enjoy every single one of them. Especially the pink ones. Especially the red ones. Especially the white ones. Sniff every single one of those flowers. until it makes you dizzy. And if people want to grumble about it, if people want to grumble about you stopping and smelling all the fucking flowers, let them grumble. Because they're going to grumble even if you keep moving forward. They're going to grumble no matter what. So, stop and smell all the fucking flowers. Enjoy it. Don't pick the flowers, but enjoy the flowers. Thank you for that, sweet pea. Yeah. Smell every one of the fucking flowers. Every one of them. In fact, do it just so they'll bitch more. Do it just so they'll bitch more. Smell every fucking flower there is. Take your time. Take Amanda's time. And if they don't like it, they can go smell their own flowers. All right. Katherine S. You about ready? Aw, thank you for subscribing, Otter. I don't know if I'm adding more tickets yet or not, guys. Thank you guys for that. All right, Miss Katherine. Hey, there you are, love. I don't know what it is or who it is or why it is that you've stopped being creative. I don't know. I feel like it has to do with something interesting. It's very colorful and it's also writing at the same time. I don't know why. Hey, James, honey. I don't know why you stopped. Now is absolutely the time that you need to jump in it again. And not just a little bit. Jump headfirst back into doing it. Sometimes there's a reason that we pause in doing certain things. We get burnt out, but not so burnt out that we never want to do it again. We just get burnt out slightly. Just to the point that we take a healthy break. And when I say that this is colorful, I see blocks of red, of blue, of green, and of yellow. Like blocks, but they're sit sideways. They're not like straight up and down square. They're cockeyed. But then I see words over here. So I don't know what it is that you used to do. What this creative thing is that's so bold and in your fucking face. Now is the time to absolutely fall down that rabbit hole again. The pause that's been going on has given you time to kind of, it's almost like perfect the ideas of it back here, that sit back here. Now's the time to put it out in front of the world. Does that make sense, Kathy? It's like the world couldn't handle it before, but now it can. Good. I love the big capital. Yes. I love the big capital letters. I'm glad you knew what I was talking about. Good. That makes me happy. You're welcome very much. Y'all didn't see that yawn. Y'all didn't see it on YouTube either. All right. Cat C. You ready? Wow, I have Katherine, then Cat, then Katherine. Okay, y'all, we have had so many solar flares today. There was just another one. tomorrow and this weekend are going to be super interesting. The fact that we've had all these solar flares means the Schumann's going to act up. Means people are going to act up. So just be safe. Okay? Just be safe, my friends. All right? All right, Cat C. Sometimes a catfish is a catfish is a catfish is a catfish. And sometimes those catfish taste awesome, breaded and fried. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Did that make sense, Cat? I was like, why the fuck do I keep seeing fish? And it's like I kept seeing a catfish eat another catfish, eat a catfish. It was doing this. Like they just like over and over and over. And it was like, okay, you know what? Y'all just cannibalize each other. Have fun over there. And when you're done, I'm going to chop you up and throw you in some corn batter and fry you. Okay, good. I'm glad it did. I was like, this is like literally what I'm seeing. So that's just what I'm going to say. All right. Now I want catfish. You're welcome. I'm glad that made sense. Yeah. You're welcome, Kathy, honey. I mean, a catfish is a catfish is a catfish, you know? And I will tell you, Kat, that I'll be eating catfish tomorrow and I'll think of you. I'm just letting you know because there's a place over by my shop that has amazing catfish. So that's what I'm taking that as a sign that that's what I'm going to have for lunch. Catfish. Yep. I got to know what that's about. Like, I got to know what that's about. Woo! Yeah, play no games. Let them play all their own games and cannibalize themselves. And then, just saying. You had like a nice, short, sweet, to the point message. I didn't have to explain a lot. I like it when that happens. Now the next Katherine. I had 3 Katherines in a row. Like, that's crazy. I actually had to go back up and look. I'm like, did I mess up my tickets? Nope. Katherine, Kat, and Katherine. This is Kathryn T. Do I have any more? No, no more Katherines. This is all the Katherines. We have all the Katherines. All right. Kathryn T. Oh, did you really? That is so funny. Oh, I can't remember, but it doesn't surprise me. Y'all, all the Katherines are on one wavelength, y'all. All the Katherines are on one wavelength. I'm letting you know. All right. Miss Kathryn T. I don't know what's going on with you, but, and hopefully you'll know what I'm talking about when I start describing this thing. So, you know how when you get ants in a house or outside or wherever you're having the problem with the ants, you can take a bottle and you can put some sugar water in the bottom of it. Now, all those ants are like, oh, goddamn, sugar water. And they go run in the bottle and they climb up the bottle and they go in and then they can't get back out. It's like a sweet trap. So they die in the sugar water. You are the sugar water. And that's not a bad thing. You just need to learn how to hone that energy. Because when you hone that energy and you're able to take all of these ants, and I'm going to explain to you what the ants are here in a minute. When you're able to take all these ants and remove them from causing any more damage and destruction, that's a phenomenal gift. That is a phenomenal gift. Now, the ants I'm talking about are not actual ants, and they're not people. All of these ants are like horrible negative energies, negative vibes, negative sentences, negative words, negative thoughts. You're like a beacon for them. Not only are you like a beacon for them, but you're able to absorb them from other people in a good way, for a good reason. Some people can just naturally do this. This is why everybody around you, it's like you draw in everything negative. It just sticks to you like a fucking magnet. It doesn't always get in, but it sticks to you. So here's the thing. This is a superpower. This is a superpower. It's a superpower because it allows you to remove that stuff from the people that need it removed from them. And the reason I said you need to hone this skill is for the other side of this superpower. The other side of this superpower is this. While you can remove it from the people that it needs to be removed from, lighten their load, you can also learn how to weaponize that and give it back to the people who are shit people, who are supposed to have it. But you need to learn how to shake it off. You need to learn how to get it off and ground it, because you're letting too much of it seep in. After a while, it's like it becomes too thick and it starts to seep inside. So you've got to learn how to shake it off. Or get it in a bottle and then you get out. If that makes better sense. Trying to make sure there's no doggy right there. I don't want to put my foot down and hit a pooch. So I hope that made sense, Miss Katherine. All right, Chelsea L, you ready? Always pick the white car, Chelsea. Always pick the white horse. Always pick the white chariot. Always pick the pure white thing in front of you. And I don't know why I had to say it that way, but I did. It's like I kept seeing this white sports car. And it's not like a real sports car. It's almost like a cartoon sports car, but it's white. And then I was seeing like a white horse. And then a white house. And then a white shirt. To me, that speaks of purifying everything around you. So, Miss Chelsea, watch for the solid white things coming up in your path lately. Watch for the solid white animals. Watch for the solid white things where there should not be solid white things. Those things are going to help you purify stuff out of your path and out of your life, Chelsea, okay? So, pay attention and choose the white things, okay? purification doesn't always have to be this massive undertaking or process that you have to do. Purification can happen naturally. The universe can just do it for you, or God, or Allah, or Odin, or whoever it is that you believe in, whatever you believe in. I just say the universe because it's easier. The universe will purify things for you. You just have to pay attention and let it happen. Because sometimes we fight letting things go because we just know that thing is meant for us, even though the universe has showed us repeatedly that it is not. So, choose the right things and let the universe purify things out of your path, Miss Chelsea, okay? All right. Kenneth G. Ready, Kenneth? Woo! Big breath, big yawn. Honey, you need a good microphone. You're welcome, Chelsea, honey. Did that make sense? Kenneth, you need a good microphone. Your throat chakra is open. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Could it be a little more open? Sure. But for some reason, you have allowed it to be closed and you have kept everything inside for so long that your voice is like this. Your voice is like a whisper. It's really quiet. So no one knows you're saying anything. You need a good microphone that will allow you to carry that voice and carry the stuff that needs to come out of that throat chakra all the way around the side of the world. Because the things that need to come out of your throat chakra, the things that have been bubbling to the surface lately, are extremely important. Like, I can't stress how important they are. They may not be super important to you. They may not be super important to whoever it is that they come out on. But they are super, super important. So you need a good microphone. I don't want to say megaphone because you don't need something that loud. You just need a good solid microphone. Let that throat chakra do what it's supposed to do, Kenneth, okay? Just saying what I'm saying. I have a feeling you already knew this, Kenneth. Again, just saying what I'm saying. I love you right back. All right. Chase B. You ready? So as soon as I kind of tapped into your energy, I saw two snakes twisting in and out and around each other. But this is I love channeled reads, but man, they make me yawn. This isn't a bad thing. Okay? Snakes represent rebirth. They represent transition. They represent change. They represent a new life. They represent power. Watch for the snakes. Watch for the snakes, Chase. And I don't mean the people. I don't mean the snaky people. I mean, watch for the signs. Watch for where you're seeing snake symbolism. Watch for where you're seeing scales. Watch for where you're seeing things twist in and on themselves, like a figure 8 pattern. All of those things are pointing you to a new way of being. They're pointing you to a rebirth. They're pointing you to the new you, the new part of you. So, Chase, pay attention to that snake symbolism that's popping up lately. Okay? So I have 4 left. I have Doc, Summer, Maritzka, and April. I probably won't add any more tickets on because I need to go check on Bear and my kiddo, and that's 25. That's a lot. It's a lot of channeled reads in less than 2 hours. In less than 2 hours. That's a lot. But I will do them again next Thursday. How about that? I'll be traveling next Thursday. I am supposed to go to dinner. So, with a couple of interesting friends of mine in Dallas. But I will jump on and do channeled reads next week, and I'll get a whole bunch of events put on the site so you guys will know when I'm going to be on, okay? Doc, you ready? Make sure you guys subscribe to the website. Make sure you subscribe to my link tree so that way you'll know when you can go and check on the website. I'm doing a whole ton of administrative stuff tomorrow, so yeah. All right. So, Doc, you know the game Pickup Sticks? You know, like you throw the sticks down and then you pick them up. You have to pick them up without moving all the other ones. And I used to love that game, but it was frustrating at the same time. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody has thrown all the sticks down and you've been attempting to play Pickup Sticks. You don't have to. You don't have to pick up a damn stick. In fact, you literally can just get up and walk the other way. Or you could kick their whole pile over. I would say it'd be better to just walk away. But, I mean, if you accidentally kick it on the way out, then I think that's probably okay too. You don't have to pick up their sticks. You don't have to play their game. In fact, their stick pile sucks anyway. You don't have to pick up the sticks. I have a feeling that you've already been trying to pick up one or two, and it hasn't worked out. Don't stress about it. Stop stressing about it. If they need to pick up their sticks, they can pick up their own damn sticks. You know what I mean? Thank you, Miss Summer. Don't stress about it. Yeah, if you want to burn them, burn them. You know, casually flick a match over there. Whatever you need to do. But don't play the game anymore. Don't play the game anymore. Just get up and walk away. Okay? Does that make sense, Doc? Hey, D-Boy, I'm so glad that you've been hanging out with us this whole time. That makes me so happy. I'm waiting for Doc's answer here. Kinda. So what's interesting about the sticks, too, is that when I see the sticks on the ground in the pile, they're all really light colored. They're all almost white. So I think some of these sticks that they're trying to get you to pull, to get out just right, is in lieu of or in the disguise of purifying something around you. I would just get up and walk away from the game right now. Normally, I would say purification is always a good thing. But sometimes there are forces that work against us in the universe. There's always good and bad. There's forces that work against us in the universe that try to make you purify the things that have been working, the things that you're supposed to be doing, the things that are in your path. So, I would just walk away from that game for right now. So, yeah. Granny before dark. I love it. So I hope that made a little better sense. Good. I'm glad, D-boy. 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 All right. Let's see here. I got Miss Summer T next. Ready, Miss Summer? So, Summer, when I pulled your energy in, it's like I saw this big, you know, those roses that are like that beautiful, almost fluorescent, deep magenta pink. It's like I saw that. And then the next thing I saw was like somebody just splashed black paint all over. And it was black instead of that beautiful pink. And it was just fine being black, just like it was just fine being pink. So I don't know what's got you, got your fuck around and find out switch tripped here lately, but I'm going to say it's okay to do the fuckery. It's okay to send back exactly what was sent your way. It's okay to let them absolutely find out. You can go back to being the beautiful hot pink rose later. Does that make sense, Summer? And did I miss you in Austin? I am so sorry. Well, I'll be in Dallas next weekend. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So, whoever has pissed Summer off, I'm just letting you know there's going to be, you know, fuck around and find out. Party for one. Party for however many. Open-ended party. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Right on. So for those of you guys that are in or around Dallas, I will be at Texas Frightmare. You will have to get tickets to Frightmare, but Frightmare is one of the biggest horror conventions in the U.S. A lot of my favorite celebrity friends will be there, and I'm super excited to go and hang out with all of them. So yeah. Yeah! All right. Maritzka, you ready? Am I saying it right? Maritzka? Maritzka. Yes. Yeah. I don't want to murder your name. So if I'm saying it wrong, please get on to me. Hey, sweet pea. Sweetie, you are too grounded. You are too grounded. But what's funny is you feel like you're ungrounded. You're too grounded. It's just two long poles just like straight down through the ground that are rooting you in place. Everything else is flopping in the wind. And you feel like you just are going wherever the wind blows. But you're not. You're literally staying in the same place. Because you are so grounded on these two aspects. You're too grounded. So you can't move forward. You can't move backwards. You can't even move sideways, up, down, nothing. You're too grounded. In just two aspects. There's just two aspects. These are two aspects of your life where you refuse to let go. You refuse to change. So because of those two things, They are holding you so deep that it's making you too grounded. So you are absolutely stuck in place right now. What's interesting too is that I feel like both of these things are little bitty tiny dowel rods. Like they're not even the size of my pinky. They're so small, but they're really powerful. They're really strong, holding you down right there because you planted them a long time ago. So here's what I'd recommend. I would recommend sometime in the next week or so taking some time and going outside. And if you can, get barefoot in the dirt. Get barefoot in the dirt. Not the grass, not the concrete, dirt. And just stand there for a minute and breathe. And just look around, watch people think you're crazy, whatever. Just stand there and breathe. I have a feeling when you do that, I knew that was coming. I have a feeling when you do that, it's going to hit you like one of those kind of, oh my God, things. Because the two things that are holding you in place, they don't even really matter to you anymore, but they're just things that you've put into place, and they're just like, you can break the rod, you can cut it off, whatever it is you need to do. But just go stand in the dirt. Just stand in the dirt and just breathe for a minute. And don't beat yourself up too bad over these two rods that are sticking in. Okay? We all get that. Every single one of us has done that. And we'll do it again. Oh, you're welcome, Christine, honey. All right. Did that make sense, Miss Maritzka? Thank you. I'm going to yawn again. I knew it was coming. It's not even my normal bedtime. Oh, well, I mean, kind of my normal bedtime, but thank you for that. All right. April W. April W. If you're in Oklahoma, W. You ready? W. Maybe I'm getting sleepy stupids. Maybe I'm getting a sleepy stupids. Not really. All right. Here we go. So when I tap into your energy, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you what I saw, and then I have a question for you. I saw a doorway, and in this doorway, you know the beads that hang down? Like the, you know, the boho wooden beads or whatever? But these weren't wooden, these were clear, and they were like drops of water. But you know, like the old oil rain lamps, that's what they looked like, but they were long, straight strands of big, huge drops, like the size of a quarter. So here's my question. Are you either already an energy worker, or have you been looking into being an energy worker? Because it's like you're waiting for people to walk through that door, to walk through that water, that oil, whatever that is, and they're not doing it. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this without sounding weird. because I don't want to say you're going about it wrong, but you're going about it wrong. You're not a normal energy worker. There are all different types of energy workers. God, I got to do a video about that. There are all different types of energy workers. You are one that's a cleanser. Your job as an energy worker is to cleanse things off. Now, not like the salt, not like the sugar water we talked about a while ago, but this is like cleansing things off. Things don't stick to you. And I don't think you've realized that yet. Things don't stick to you. You can hold on to them, but they don't stick to you. I would bet you also compartmentalize everything really, really well. If you've only been toying with the idea of being an energy worker, just know that eventually you're going to be pulled into doing it. You're going to be pulled into doing it. These drops, these beads, part of the reason you're such a different type of energy worker is, aside from cleansing, it's like allowing, after you work, after you cleanse, you allow people to see their path. So I would not be surprised to know if after you have a falling out with a friend, or after you break up with somebody, they go on to find an amazing path. And you're like, the fucking hell, like, that's not fair. It's because they only came into your life to be cleansed. The universe brought them into your life to kind of be cleansed and set them on your path. It's an awesome and a shitty gift to have. I'm just letting you know. If you learn how to use that, it's an amazing, amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. So, did that make sense to you, Sweet Pea? Makes tons of sense. Good, good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Because you're a unique type of energy worker, sweetheart. So, yeah. Well, hopefully YouTube filmed correctly, even though y'all are sideways over there. But I'm going to go ahead and end YouTube over here. Thank you guys for